Welcome, citizens of the internet, to Tomorrow Daily, the best geek talk show in the known universe. I'm your new co-host, Jeff Kanata. I will be doing these small episodes with Ashley, and then the two of us will combine forces like a Voltron on Thursdays for a longer show. The first one of those next Thursday, not this Thursday, so stay tuned for that. But right now, let's get to the headlines. MIT's Tangible Media Group is at it again, and this time they have living bioskin integrated into clothing. It's called biologic, and it's a combination of regular clothing and special nano actuators that can detect things like humidity and change their shape. In a nutshell, that means highly responsive vents for clothing. So how do these nano actuators work? By growing nanocells and printing the bacteria with a special 3D printer onto thin fabric, creating a panel that can change its shape based on humidity, either in the atmosphere or through the skin. MIT created a lot of custom things for this project. A custom 3D printer creates the hybrid biofilm, and custom software helps design the garment and the biofilm shapes before it's fabricated. The team says the nano actuators can also be controlled via electronic signals, and they even showed off the potential of a color-changing version of the film. While you might not see these in a retail store anytime soon, it's pretty exciting to think that someday we will grow sensors and actuators in a lab instead of manufacturing them. Okay, our next story is about Google's Project Loon. Are you ready for internet via balloon? If you're watching this show, you probably don't need the help of Project Loon, which is Google's initiative aiming to offer internet access to more remote places on Earth. But there are a lot of places where internet isn't regularly available, and Google wants to launch high-altitude balloons to help accomplish their goal. We've talked about Project Loon before, but late last week, Google announced it was partnering with 3 mobile networks in Indonesia to provide service to the country. Only 1 in 3 people are online there, making it a perfect location to continue testing the program. They work like mobile hotspots in locations where service towers and infrastructure is lacking or non-existent, so connecting via inexpensive smartphones becomes an option for just about anybody. The Project Loon team has already completed testing all over the world in places like New Zealand, New Mexico, and Chile. Project Loon is going to be launching over 300 more balloons in the coming year. That's a lot of sky internet. Our next story is about 3D printing. You can 3D print a lot of stuff, but you couldn't 3D print hair until now. And when I said hair, of course I meant plastic hair. A team at Carnegie Mellon University's Human-Computer Interaction Institute has a fun way to create plastic strands of hair through 3D printing. If you think about how a blob of hot glue makes a tiny strand when you pull the glue gun away, that's pretty much how this process works. Adding a specific set of parameters to a 3D printer makes it possible, and the team mentions that there's no special hardware required. All you need is patience. A tiny 10 square millimeter patch of hair took about 30 minutes to create, so you're not going to be whipping up wigs in a day. But once the process cures, the finished product can be braided, brushed, curled, or even trimmed and fitted into tiny paintbrushes. It's still in its early stages now, but if 3D printing hair makes for better toys, I am in. All right, that's it for headlines. Let's get to some crowdfunding. Today we're looking at All-in-Fit, a wearable personal trainer that thinks it can help you out at the gym. All-in-Fit is actually comprised of 3 separate sensors and a smartphone app. When you head to the gym, you move the sensors around depending on what exercise you're performing, and All-in-Fit tracks your form and the weight lifted. As you work out, you'll see a real-time readout with a grade on your form and how much weight you're lifting. Bad form? The sensors will vibrate to show you the problem areas in your reps, and live audio feedback will explain what you're doing wrong. You'll get comments in the app and suggestions on how you can improve, and the app also includes pre-designed programs for different fitness goals. $199 gets you All-in-Fit's Kickstarter special, which includes 1 set of sensors, bands, and the app, with a May 2016 estimated delivery. They're looking to raise just over $45,000, and so far they have just under $25,000 of that, with about 16 days left in the campaign. Well, the hardest thing about working out in a gym is maintaining your form and dealing with people, so it looks like All-in-Fit handles both of those with robotic form enhancement. All right, now let's get to your awesome pictures. Today's photographer of the day is Neil. He sent in this picture that he took with his iPhone 5. Hey, Tomorrow Daily, my name is Neil, and I'm 11 years old. This is a photo of the Chicago skyline taken from Millennium Park on my iPhone 5, not 5S. I give you guys permission to use this photo on your show. You guys are definitely the best talk show in this universe. Thanks, Neil. I appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and take all the credit. It's my first day, but I feel like I've had a big impact already. Hey, if you want to see your picture on the show, send it to us. Tomorrow at cnet.com is where you do that. We love to find out what device you took it on, and be sure to give us permission to use it as well. You can always follow us on Twitter at Tomorrow Daily. You can follow us personally as well. I'm at Jeff Cannata, or at Ashley Esqueda, or at Logan Moy. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And Ashley told me to tell you guys, be good humans.